Today, I'm going to give you my top 10, if not 15, top altcoin cryptocurrencies in the 2024, hopefully, bull run. So pay attention. I'm going to try to get to 15. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to try and bang through it. And I'm going to give you a little bit of reason and basis behind it. But we're going to try to get through this and keep you in here for less than 10 minutes. All right, so let's get to it. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen immediately. So what we're going to do is we are absolutely not going to include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, or XRP, because all of those should already be in your bag, and you guys already all know why. Now, I will say really quick, Solana, in my opinion, it's gotten a bad rap, okay? And that was because of the whole FTX debacle and blunder. So I would actually be more bullish on things like XRP and Solana than I would technically be on BNB. And obviously everybody's bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum because of the spot Bitcoin ETFs and the pending Ethereum ETFs. So Wolf for Finance is actually very bullish on Ethereum because we already have those nodes. I'm not going to touch Cardano. I actually don't own any Cardano. I don't plan on having it in my moon bag. I don't think that it's going to do what a lot of people think it's going to do. This is all just my opinion too. So if you have a differing opinion, drop it in the comments section below. Before we get into it any further, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Boom! Bang on the notification bell, comment anything that you want in the relevant sections, and let's get into it. My very first coin is obviously going to be Avalanche, okay? And if you go and look at the Wolf for Finance portfolio, you can see why. It's like our biggest holding. I love AVAX. I think it's going to absolutely moonshot, and it's going to go crazy during this bull market because, in my opinion, it's actually the gaming infrastructure play. This is what all games are being built on, besides maybe potentially Solana, and you can go get some Solana either way. But one thing I will say is that Solana's blockchain has gone down multiple times. It actually just went down. I think it was like yesterday or something. Maybe it was like 2 or 3 days ago. So AVAX is going to be my most bullish coin, at least in terms of from what we're seeing in the top 100, just going by, number. Now, Chainlink, obviously, everybody knows Chainlink. I think Chainlink is going to do well. I wouldn't put too much of my bag into it because I don't think it's going to have as much room to run as it did in the previous bull run. The previous bull run, it like 50x and went all crazy and stuff like that. Obviously, hold a little bit of Doge, but I'm not even going to touch on that. My second biggest one is Polygon, and everybody knows why Polygon is such a big deal. It is a scaling solution. It is a very fast blockchain. It is efficient and it is inexpensive. Okay. I think that Polygon, at least in my opinion, is going to continue to scale to astronomical levels. And you can argue with the Arbitrums and the Optimisms of the world that they're going to help Ethereum scale just as much as Polygon would, if not more. We'll get to those in just a minute, but Polygon already has the partnerships in place. Polygon already has, the ZK, EVM rollups and all that stuff. They have all these upgrades coming out. They're a very established coin, and it is actually my number 2. And if we're going in order, obviously, I'm not going to rank it like 1 through 10 because I don't think that's fair. I would say make your own decision on how you want to weight your portfolio. I don't want to bias anybody. Okay. So Polygon, absolutely 100%. So let's keep scrolling. Okay. I like Uniswap a lot. Why do I like Uniswap? Because it is a DEX. Okay. There is a massive use case for Uniswap's coin. Okay. If you go and watch, I think it was Luke Belmar. No, he killed it on PancakeSwap, I believe. Never mind. So anyways, my point is that Uniswap is actually one of those coins that has a self-fulfilling prophecy, okay? You have to use the coin to use the DEX, all right? And the DEX has relatively inexpensive fees, but the more coins that come in, the more people that are trading on the DEX, and this is the biggest DEX in the world. So unless somebody comes up and knocks them off of their top spot, in terms of DEX coins, this is my number 1. Obviously, PancakeSwap is number 2, and I'm going to tell you why that in just a second, but this is on Ethereum, okay? This is basically the EVM god of DEXs, at least as it sits right now. There might be new DEXs that come out in the future, but I'm going to tell you why I think it's going to outperform PancakeSwap here in just a second whenever we start talking about PancakeSwap. So with that said, I like Cosmos a lot too. Cosmos would be one of my better, I guess, my bigger bags that I would put into this. I also like Optimism, okay? Cosmos has a really good ecosystem. They have lots of projects that are building on them, and so do Optimism. So I would be putting them almost like 1v1 right in line with each other. Now, Near Protocol. This is one of my favorites. It is an absolute monster. They have a great community behind them. They have a wonderful tech behind them, and I don't see them falling off anytime soon. I actually see them going up to their previous all-time highs, and my bias is that they're going to probably 2 to 3x that previous all-time high with conviction in a bull run. Okay. So I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, dude, you left out Caspa. I think Caspa has ran its course. That is just my opinion. Again, if you have a different opinion, drop it in the comments section. I love Stellar Lumens. Okay. Why do you love Stellar Lumens, Drew? Because the co-founder of Ripple, they are going to be competing. Stellar Lumens is going to compete directly with Ripple. If you have Ripple in your bag, you need to have Stellar Lumens in your bag. Why? Think about owning Microsoft stock and Apple stock at the same time back in the 1990s, late 1990s to early 2000s. Go back to the charts and see these two were competing against each other. Apple and Microsoft. I see this. I'm not saying that these are Apple and Microsoft, okay? What I'm saying is you can see them competing against each other a lot like and very similar to the way that Apple and Microsoft were competing against each other a long time ago. And now you see that those companies, competition breeds innovation, right? So I would see these two kind of competing with each other in a similar way that I would see maybe Avalanche and Solana, or, FTM competing with, Avalanche and also Polygon and stuff like that. Okay. So Stellar Lumens, absolute monster. Love it. We're going to keep scrolling. I know everybody's going to be like H bar. I'm not putting it in here. I don't want it. It's not a big deal. It's not because I don't like HBAR. It's because of the potential. Okay. So I'm going to go with things that I think have better potential. They have great tech. I get it. They have patents. They have the hash graph. It's a wonderful project. They have great technology. I get it. I think they've run their course. One that I think has room to run is VChain. I think VChain is going to run up to maybe double its all-time high. Its all-time high was about 25 cents. Why do I think that? Because VChain actually has real utility, and it's a supply chain and logistics company. Just for anybody that doesn't know, they run supply chain and logistics. Here's my point. They already have contracts in China with Walmart. Okay. This thing is slept on. I don't think anybody realizes where VChain could go whenever this potential bull run in 2024 comes up. But my guess is it could go anywhere from 25 to 50 cents. Dude, if it goes to 50 cents, that's like a 17x from here on a top 50 crypto. Okay. I'm going to keep scrolling. I think Kronos, we'll say Crow. Why? Because I think it's going to compete with BNB, and it has a self-fulfilling prophecy, just like BNB does, where they have their own chain, where they have to bring in the fees, and you have to use their coin in order to bring in those, or in order to pay those fees on that blockchain. You also can use their coin on their exchange to have lower transaction fees. Okay, I like Rune a lot. I think Rune is good, but I'm going to keep scrolling because there's one. I know a lot of people say Algorand too. I'm not putting Algorand on here because I think it's run its course and I think it's fallen off. Helium, not touching it. Aave, again, not touching it. I think Quant has room to run. I think it could double up here pretty easily, but we're not looking for double ups. We're looking for like 4 or 5X's easy. Phantom. I love Phantom. It is the DeFi of DeFis. This is where everything DeFi gets built, okay? If you go and look at the Wolf for Finance portfolio, again, I put my money where my mouth is, okay? FTM is one of our largest holdings. We have a massive validator. And if you have FTM, feel free to go stake on our validator. If you have AVAX, feel free to go stake on that validator as well. We'll also be opening a crowdfund in the future if you want to invest in Wolf for Finance. And you can invest in Presend as well because it'll be opening a crowdfund in the future. Now that I've got my disclaimers out of the way, let's tell you why I think Phantom is awesome. Because almost every single DeFi protocol is launching on either Phantom or Solana. So I think that Phantom is going to continue to do very well into the future. Now, I want to get down to one that might not even be in the top 100. I do like, where was it at? I do like Axie Infinity for games. Here's the one I like for games. Okay. I really like, here it is. Boom. Gala, baby. Drew, why do you like Gala? Well, first off, I got to tell you, disclaimer, I do have a Gala node. I've had a Gala node for like years, and I've just been stacking up my Gala. I probably have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Gala. I'm going to hold on to it until it hits at least 50 cents, and then I'll probably de-risk there. And then I want to hold on to the rest until it's like $1. Okay. And it has hit like 90 cents in the past. So why do I like Gala? Because it is the game of games, right? It is like, it reminds me of a legitimate gaming company in the real, like the real world space, like Activision or something like that, EA Sports and things of that sort. Okay. That's why I like Gala. And they have the rights to the game for The Walking Dead, which was an absolute cult classic that as soon as they bring that game out, if they ever bring it out. Now, if they don't bring it out, I don't like Gala so much. So, you know, just kind of take that for what it is. I guess structure your portfolio how it should be, knowing that that's a risk if they don't bring that game out. But if they bring that game out, dude, Gala, in my opinion, is absolutely going to moonshot, and I could see it going to $1, which is like a 30x from here. Let's be real. The one that I wanted to point out, it's actually 40x from here. Wow. And I will say this, I've been getting my Gala basically for free because I run a validator node on their chain. I do love PancakeSwap for the same reasons that I love Uniswap. PancakeSwap I don't like as much because it does run on BNB. It's a lot of BSC. I don't like BSC as much because we know that it's not a decentralized network. We saw how the Binance got hacked for like, dude, it was like millions and millions of dollars worth of BNB. They shut down BSC to stop the hacker from being able to transfer it anywhere. I don't like that. So my point is if Binance goes down, BSC goes down. If anything weird happens on Binance or on BSC, they can just totally shut everything down. So having too much exposure to something like that is beyond your control, I like validators, okay? Because it's like, it's really hard to shut down a chain that's run solely on, you know, a bunch of validators. Let's find the one that I really want to see. I'm just going to control F it. Let's go. It's not even on here. It's not even in the top 200. Give me a break. There's no way. There's no way. Okay. We're just going to type it in and I'm going to show you. It's Flux, baby. It's Flux. We love Flux. What the Flux? How is it not in the top 200? It's at number 241. If you want something that literally has the potential, just absolutely just kill it. Like, and I'm talking about like big gains. Okay. I'm looking at Flux. Okay. We can get into micro caps and smaller caps more. This is the only one that I'm going to take outside of like the top 100 or top 110. I still think you're going to be able to get really good gains in a bull run in the top 100 without taking too terribly much risk. If I'm going to take risk, I'm going to take it on projects like Flux. Flux has parallel mining and it, you know, again, Wolfer Finance, bam, we put our money where our mouth is. I run that company. It's my company. We have like 8 top tier Flux nodes. Flux kills it, okay? They have parallel mining. They help other chains validate and store their transactions and mine their coins. They're bringing out Bitcoin chain, I believe, here in the next few months, which, you know, spells profits for anybody that runs validator nodes. Woo, Wolfer Finance. So with that said, I really like Flux because they are a data and infrastructure. They're almost like the AWS of Web3. If they take over a fraction of the market, and I get it, everybody's going to say, well, you know, a lot of Flux nodes actually run on AWS and Microsoft Azure and stuff like that. Okay, I get that, right? But one thing I can tell you, all 8 of our Flux nodes, they do not run on AWS. So there's plenty of them that don't, okay? So in my opinion, Flux has massive room to run in the bull run. So with that being said, I think I probably hit way more than 15. I kept you for about 3.5 minutes too long. With that being said, if you like content like this, smash the like button for me, hit subscribe, boom, bang on that notification bell, comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I'm ready for the smoke. We can have it in the comments section. Tell me anything that you love. Tell me anything that you hate. Tell me what you agree with. Tell me what you don't agree with. Tell me what your price targets are, what your bullish coins are for the hopeful 2024 upcoming bull run. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.